Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Wake and Stretch. This is Wednesday. We're in the middle of the week, so I hope so far your week is going well. As you can see, Zeus is already ready for our practice. Let me just make sure that we can all see the mat. Good evening, Celeste. Okay, so today I felt like it's the middle of the week, we got to keep moving, so today will be a little bit more of an active practice. So do what you need to take care of yourself as we go through, modify as you need, intensify as you'd like. Grab your props and let's get started, shall we? Cool, let's go. So we'll start this morning in a child's pose. Go ahead and find your way into your variation of child's pose. Get myself all situated here myself. Okay, excuse me, Zeusy. Put his feet out of the way. All right, settling down. Getting into the body, into the breath. One more nice full breath here in your child's pose. And find your way up onto hands and knees, finding tabletop. Protect your wrists as you need, and let's go through a few cows and cats just to get the spine moving. Inhaling as you lift the heart and the tail, and exhaling as you curl. As you move, pay attention to what's going on in your body. Little aches and pains come up, and send more breath to those aches and pains. And one more round of breath in your cow and cat. Come back to a nice neutral tabletop. Go ahead and tuck those toes. Down dog, or if you prefer child's pose instead, child's pose. If you've chosen downward facing dog, feel free to be in your stillness, or if you'd rather, you can pedal through the feet. Getting a little bit more movement through the legs, the hips, the joints. Getting extra stretch through those calf muscles. If you're pedaling, come back to a nice neutral down dog. We're going to take one of my favorite twisties in down dog. So you're going to take the right heel, turn it inward. Stand on that right foot, release the left heel. Then press the hips up and back and open up to the right. Your chest rotates to the right. If it's good for you, you can come onto the fingertips of your right hand. This gives additional stretch to the waistline and the outer right hip. Gently come back to your regular down dog and switch to the other side. So now the left heel rotates in, right heel releases up. Stand on that left foot, shift the left hip up and back. Open your chest to the left. All right, coming back to your regular downward facing dog. Inhale, coming forward to plank. And move through your vinyasa. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. It could be a small baby back bend, doesn't have to be big. And then lower down. Press it back, down dog or child's pose. Staying for a few more breaths. Good. From here, find your way back to your downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, make it a twist. Feel free to roll the ankle, flex point the foot up in the air if you'd like. And then straighten the legs, square off the hip. As you exhale, step it through, find your low lunge. The foot can come directly in between the hands or to the outside, whatever's more accessible for you. Just trying to gently open up the hips here. Lifting up the heart, lower belly lifts as well. And let's take a twist while we're here. The right arm lifts up and reaches back. If you can, bend up the back foot, see if you can connect the hand and the foot. Get a little quad stretch in there. Make sure that front foot is still nice and planted so that you're not on the pinky edge, but the whole foot is on the mat. Gently release the hand down. Find your way to plank, vinyasa, or just skip it and go down dog or child's pose. Make your way into down dog if you're not there already. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knee, make it a twist. One more breath here. Extend the legs, square off the hips. Exhale, step it through. Find your low lunge. Lifting the heart. Easing into those hips. And we'll take a twist. Inhale, leaning the left arm up and back. Staying with the intention first. The energy is there. The chest is lifted. The shoulders are spread. And then if it's accessible, bend up that back leg and move into the quad stretch. So gently release it down. Find your plank. Vinyasa, down dog or child's pose. Taking about 5 breaths or so here. Find your way to down dog if you're not there already. Inhale, lift the eyes to the fingers. Step or hop the feet to the top of the mat. Lift yourself halfway. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Let's do that again. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Just be in your Tadasana for a breath or two. Feel the feet connected to the mat. Make sure your weight is in the center of the foot. Cool. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Hasta Tadasana. Exhale, fold it forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lifting halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold hands down, step or float back to plank, move through your vinyasa. Inhale that right leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, make it a twist. Go ahead and flip your dog into wild thing if you'd like. Opening up even more through the front of the body. If you flipped your dog, flip it back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step it through. Let's come to high lunge this time, so the foot does come between the hands. Inhale, lift the heart, come up onto fingertips, letting the hips sink down a little bit more. Press down through those legs. Inhale, come up to crescent pose. Exhale, hands to the heart. Really try to square those hips off to the front of your mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Collect to the front, ribs together, belly scoops up. Shift forward, find warrior 3. From here, gently step it back halfway on the mat. So we're preparing for Parsvottanasana. You have about 3 feet or a meter space between the heels. Hands come behind, hold on to the wrists, forearms, or reverse prayer. Roll the shoulders back, inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, tuck the chin, and fold it forward. One more breath here. Inhale, lift yourself about halfway up. Exhale, soften the knees, hands to the heart, find warrior 3 again. And float it up to vertical tree pose. Feel free to take the arms wherever you'd like them to go. Let's move into, my brain is going between eagle pose and Halfmoon Balance. So if I'm split, that means we'll do both. So bring your arms out to your side to a T. Let's find eagle first since we're already in square hips. Slide that left leg across. If you can wrap the toe, wrap it. If not, let it touch the mat. Left arm underneath. Wrap those arms up. Elbows in line with the shoulders. And breathe. One more breath. Gently unwrap everything. Let's actually come to warrior 2 first. Yeah. So plant that left foot behind you, finding your warrior 2. Inhale, rotate the front palm. Exhale, lift the ribs out of the waist, and then exhale, pour it backwards for your reverse warrior. Inhale, coming up through vertical. Exhale, triangle pose. Straighten the front leg, hips to the left. Right hand comes down. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. Inhaling, coming all the way up to vertical. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale here. Exhale, extended side angle. So we're preparing now for that Halfmoon Balance. If you need a prop for your balance, then place it out in front of that right foot. Bring your eyes so that you're looking to where you want your hand to land. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Halfmoon Ardha. Find the expansiveness of the body position. Feel the legs and the arms, the crown of the head and the tail all moving away from one another. From here, soften the knees, step it back. Warrior 2. As you exhale, flip it back to crescent. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, step it back. Vinyasa, down dog, or child's pose. Fully staying for a breath or 2. We can move on to the other side. Good. Inhaling the left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, give it a twist. Flip your dog if you'd like to move into wild thing. From here, flip it back, 3-legged dog. Step it through. High lunge, fingertips on the mat, chest lifts up. Pressing down through those legs, inhale, sweep it all the way up to crescent pose. Square off those hips. Exhale, hands to the heart, belly lifts up and in. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, collect that front body, the ribs come together, belly lifts up. Shift into warrior three. One more breath. And gently step it halfway back on the mat, preparing for Parsvottanasana. Hands come behind. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, tuck the chin, fold it forward. One more breath here. Inhale, lift the spine about halfway up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Find your warrior three again. And float it up, find tree pose. Allow yourself to relax a little bit in this pose. Feel the weight of the top leg pressing into the standing leg. Find a calmness in your breath here. All right, moving into eagle. Arms come out to your side to a T. Slide the left leg over the right. What? It's the right leg. Right leg over the left. Wrap the toes or let the toes touch the mat underneath you. Right arm comes underneath, finding your eagle. Gently untangle everything, step it back, find warrior two. Inhale, rotate the left palm. Exhale, lift the ribs out of the waist. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, come back through warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Staying for a few more breaths. Inhale, bring it back up to vertical. Exhale, warrior two. Take another inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. A peacock just landed. The dogs went after the peacock. All right, from here, coming into our Halfmoon Balance. In 3, in 2, 1. Finding that balance. Use props if you need to. Feel the expansion here. Fingertip to fingertip. Heel to heel. Crown of the head to the tail. Feel them lengthen and expand. All right, from here, gently soften back into your warrior two. On your inhale, flip back to crescent. Exhale, settle back in. Take a nice inhale here, lifting higher. And then exhale, hands to the mat, step it back to plank. Vinyasa, down dog, or child's pose. One more breath here. you're in down dog, then gently come onto your knees. From here, we're going to move into, and this is not a pose I do often, although I used to with my dancers. It's called frog pose. If you know this one, feel free to move into it as needed. Okay. This is a little bit easier to do on your mat facing the long edge. So you're going to come up onto your hands and knees. And the idea here is to keep the hips in line with the knees and the heel in line with the knee. So everything is in line with the knee. You're going to let the knees slide out. And this is pure hip and inner thigh. So you can keep yourself lifted. You can prop underneath your chest if you have pillows and you want to prop there. You can also bring yourself down onto your elbows. But I am not, because Miss Socks is going to spoil from my face. And then Zeus is worried that she's attacked me, so he's coming over too. There he is. So you can lean forward here. Can you not? Okay, thanks. Just keep breathing. If you got the shakes here, if the legs are shaking a little bit, that's normal, as long as you don't have any pain in the muscles or the joints. You may feel the knees pressing into the ground. That's also very normal. We're going to stay for another breath or two. Right, so from here, to come out of this, walk yourself forward so the hips slide forward. Come onto your belly. And then inch the legs together. Stay there for a minute. Allow yourself to feel those feels. Oh, and then gently press up. Find your child's pose. All right. So from here, find your plank position. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, bring the thigh to the front. Find your pigeon pose, right knee to the right wrist. You can either stay active and lifted if you want more of the back bend, or if you'd rather be a little bit more passive today, you want a little bit more weight on the hips, then you can fold forward. Just be mindful here that you don't let the head drop forward. That puts too much stress on the back of the neck. So either keep it active and extended, or rest your head on something, whether it's your hands, a block, or pillows, whatever you might have nearby. 2 more breaths here. If you're folded forward, bring yourself up. Have a seat onto that right hip. Rotate yourself, pardon my back, so that you're facing the left edge of your mat. So your legs are in kind of a Janusirsasana position. The right foot comes to the inner thigh of the left. Left leg is at your side like a straddle. Inhale your arms out to your side to a T, and then exhale, side bend over to the left. Now the right arm can stay upright, or you can bring it down to your thigh. The left hand is either on the left shin bone or the right shin bone, but your elbow is locked into that inner thigh. The left elbow into the left inner thigh. Be mindful of the neck, keep it nice and long, and breathe. Enjoy the side stretch, the lower back stretch. On your inhale, come all the way up through vertical. Exhale, stay there. Bring your hands back to the top of the mat. Find your way to plank. Vinyasa if you'd like, or just press back to down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale where you need. Lift the left heel up about an inch. Exhale, swing through. Find your pigeon on the other side. Take this side where you'd like it to go. If you're watching, today I'm feeling like I need to be a little bit more expansive and less internal, so that's why I'm lifting up in my pigeon. But if you feel the opposite, feel free to fold forward. Just a few more breaths. folded forward, come on up. And gently sit onto that left hip, outwardly rotate the right leg. Find your Janusirsasana. Sitting up nice and tall through the spine. As you exhale, side bend to the right. So the top arm can go where you need it to go, where you want it to go. Right elbow is locked into the inner thigh, and the hand can either go towards the right shin bone or the left shin bone, wherever you feel the most secure. Nice long neck, being mindful the ear stays away from the shoulder. On your inhale, come all the way up through vertical. Stay there for the exhale. Bring your hands back to the top of the mat. Find your way to plank. Vinyasa, down dog, or child's pose. Good. From here, gently bring yourself to hands and knees to tabletop. And flip it on over. Come on to the back. I'm going to roll down through the spine. Sorry, my morning voice is really bad at this time of day. Things are clearing out, right? It is a detoxifying practice, so gross. Go ahead and roll down through the spine. Once your head is down, tail and pelvis is connected to the mat, take a nice deep breath here in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. Let your arms come out to your side to a T. Open the feet up so they're about the width of the mat apart, and the heels are down a bit so they don't have to be so close to your sit bones. We're going to take a little bit of a windshield wiper action here. So take your inhale with the knees upward. And as you exhale, let the knees gently fall to one side. Let the hips do what they're going to do. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, let them fall to the other side, nice and gentle. Inhale through center. Exhale, fall to the first side. Inhale through center. Exhale to the second side. Inhale through center. Exhale, go to the first side. We're going to stay here now. So your knees are pointing in one direction. The foot that's behind, leave that where it is. If you want more intensity, take the top foot, cross it over the thigh. That becomes a weight, and you may feel some extra stretch through the outer edge of that back leg, back hip. One more breath here. And gently release the foot down to the mat. Inhale, bring the legs back up to neutral. Exhale, stay here for a moment. Take another inhale. Exhale the knees to the opposite side. So we'll do the same thing here. You can either stay as is, or if you want more intensity, take the now front foot and place it gently on top of the back leg. Now if this hurts your knees at all, of course, ease out of it. We're not looking for any pain. Just a nice healthy stretch to the waist, at the hip, maybe the belly. One more full breath. If you have a foot on that thigh, gently release it down to the mat. On your inhale, bring the knees back up to vertical. Exhale, stay here. Good. Walk the feet together. Bottoms of the feet touch. Knees out to the side. Reclined, bound, angled pose. It's okay to let your eyes close here as we're settling down. From here, take your right foot, bring it up in the air for happy baby. The left leg stays in bound angle. We're really getting into those inner thighs and the hips today. From here, bring the right foot back down, bound angle pose. Stay for a breath. And gently bring the left leg up. You can use your hands to help it. Find happy baby on the left, bound angle pose on the right. One more breath. And bring both legs in towards your chest. Give them a nice hug in a parallel position. Gently rock from side to side. Let the legs extend long underneath. If you're someone who practices fish pose, feel free to go into fish. But if you have any injuries in your neck, or you know that you have a sensitive neck, then avoid this next pose. You can move right into Shavasana. If you're moving into fish, bring the hands underneath the hips. Prop up on the elbows. Take a nice arch here. If you're in fish, inhale chin to the chest. Exhale, gently roll it down and find your Shavasana. Legs about mat width apart, let them fall to their natural rotation. Arms to the side, palms up. Eyes closed, and take rest. If you'd like to stay longer in Shavasana, you are more than welcome to do so. If you're ready to come out of it, start to deepen your breath. Find energy in the fingers, toes, hands, feet, wrists, ankles, giving some small movements. And let the arms extend up overhead, legs together underneath you, nice long stretch through the body. And hug the knees in towards the chest, a little rock from side to side. And roll onto your right side into fetal position, using your right arm as a pillow for your head. Gently press yourself up. Find a comfortable seated position. Eyes closed. Hands pressed either at the heart, or one hand on your heart and one on your belly. Allow your body to reacclimate to being upright. Take the opportunity to check in with yourself. How are you feeling after that practice? It's okay to feel whatever you feel on any spectrum, any part of the spectrum of emotions. It's okay to feel that. And as always, give a few moments of gratitude, something that you are thankful for right now. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. All right, you guys, thanks so much for joining me. I'm going to thank you and thank you and thank you because I really am grateful to have you join me in these practices. I really, in real life, this is real life. I do really enjoy teaching live classes. I love the energy about it. I love that I can feed off of the people in the class and they can feed off of me and they inspire me, and I hope I inspire them as well. So this is as close as I feel I can get to that at the moment. Anyhow, I hope you are having a beautiful week. I wish you the best, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye.